What is up with you guys, Jaden Yael again, and welcome to another video. So for this video guys, we're gonna talk about startup. Yes, like we're gonna discuss who is better for Dal Mi. Is it Han Ji Pyeong or Nam Do-san? I hope I pronounced their names correctly, but I really like the plot or concept of this K-drama, Startup. It discusses about businesses, like how can people, young people particularly, can be very innovative and creative during this 21st century. It also tackles about the importance of family. I also like the part about the love story, love triangle particularly. But in this video, I'm not gonna talk about that. So I will just have a separate video, probably my review or reaction or things we can learn from the previous episodes. So I'll do that in a separate video. For this particular video, I will just discuss, are you from Team Mr. Han Ji Pyeong or Nam Do-san? So we're gonna talk about that. So if you'd like that discussion, you know what to do. Please keep on watching.
The way your body syncopates, you're driving me crazy.
If you're new to my channel, hello po, my name is Jaden Yael. If you are here for quite some time now, welcome back. In my YouTube channel, I'm doing reviews, reactions, and also vlogs. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I will appreciate if you will consider subscribing. But I'll appreciate it more if you will click that subscribe button there. Okay, so let's have a discussion. 3 things I'd like to discuss for this Team Han Ji Pyeong or Team Nam Do-san. I'll try to be balanced, but at the end of this video, I will also share my pick for Dal Mi. Is it Mr. Han or Nam Do-san? So wait for that as well. So the first thing I'd like to share, I'm looking at my phone from time to time because I take down notes, the pointers I'm gonna discuss. So I hope that's fine for you. So the first thing I'd like to share or discuss is who came first in Dal Mi's life. I don't know how to pronounce her name. It's Susie Bay, but yeah, Dal Mi or Dal Mi. I think silent L, right? So correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, Mr. Han came first in Dal Mi's life. He was with Dal Mi during her lowest time, right? Mr. Han comforted her during that time she felt alone and lonely. No wonder Dal Mi fell in love with the idea of having someone because they're just pen pal that time, right? Though it was only in writing forms or just like what I've said earlier, pen pal, but the impact was there. Nam Do-san, on the other hand, he may come late in Dal Mi's life, but he was very supportive for Dal Mi. Though he lied at first, like pretending to be that someone who wrote at Dal Mi years back, that was his only mistake. Other than that, he was very genuine and true to his feelings towards Dal Mi. And if you're gonna take a look at it closely, Do-san was a victim too, in a way that his name was used years back without his permission. But of course, the real victim was Dal Mi. So ideas are all from the grandma and Mr. Han. So when it comes to this aspect, I think I'm gonna choose the lesser evil, which is Nam Do-san. So in terms of that argument or discussion, I will pick Nam Do-san. Second thing I'd like to discuss, when it comes to personality, Nam Do-san and Han Ji Pyeong are quite different from each other. I think you can agree with that, right? Mr. Han's personality is very colorful. I mean, he's very active as compared to Nam Do-san, who is a little bit passive. Nam Do-san has a tendency to be boring and incompetent, but you will understand where he is coming from because of the trauma he had in the past, right? Why he is not confident, quite shy, and passive as I mentioned earlier. Mr. Han's personality, on the other hand, amiable or likable. I mean, him being blunt, serious, smart, helpful, funny, selfless, all this in one character. While Nam Do-san had a boring and stable character, a passive one, the second lead, or Mr. Han Ji Pyeong, has so much color in his role. So when it comes to this aspect, like personality-wise, I will pick Mr. Han Ji Pyeong. Yes. Last thing I want to discuss is about their backstory. I mean, their younger version. So Nam Do-san's past was very touching. He was very kind even in the past. And we were able to understand why he is lacking confidence in the present. Mr. Han's backstory, though, was more touching. Maybe because it was more connected to Dal Mi and her family. I mean, Han Ji Pyeong's memory with Dal Mi's grandma, for me that was very rich and full of impact. Because he was harsh and mean, and then he met Dal Mi's grandma who would allow him to realize that in this mean world, in this harsh world, kindness still exists and that good people are still out there, alive and real. So when it comes to this aspect, I think I'm gonna choose Han Ji Pyeong, Mr. Han. So to sum up, yes, I am team Mr. Han, Ji Pyeong. Ji Pyeong or Mr. Han. But I don't hate Nam Do-san. In fact, I would understand if Dal Mi would end up with him. I mean, they would end up together because their closeness, their love for each other. It was more genuine, it was more real. So I would understand if they will end up with each other. It's just that if I'm gonna choose between the two, Mr. Han or Nam Do-san, for Dal Mi, I will choose Mr. Han for Dal Mi. Because I also like Mr. Han's car. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, seriously speaking, I just like the personality of Mr. Han as compared to Nam Do-san. I think that's my really consideration why I'm picking Mr. Han. But we know for sure that Nam Do-san's character is still the lead role and Mr. Han's role is still the second lead, right? So yeah, we can expect that towards the end of this series, Nam Do-san will really have good exposure. I'm really sure of that. Yes, that's all for this video. So what team are you? Are you team Mr. Han or team Nam Do-san? Do you agree or disagree with what I said? It's okay, you can share your thoughts, comment down below, and yeah, let's have our discussion. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, if you're new to my channel, hello po, my name is Jaden Yael, and I will appreciate if you will subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye-bye for now.
The way your body syncopates, you're driving me crazy.